we are we're looking at lesson. Well, not really a particular lesson that we're after. What we got here is we are looking at something that's called. Hey, quiet! Stop! Sit down. Oh, all right. We're looking at what's called relative frequency today. So relative frequency is simply a histogram taking to the, well, if you want to think about it as the next step here. So it's business as usual as we're looking at things. Histogram because we got a range of data that we are looking at. Anything that's between 28, but it has to be less than 31. We've got 3 marks here. So we're just going to fill in our frequency. We got 4 of them that are there, 5 of them are there, 2 there, 1 there, none, a none, and then a 1. So in order to figure out relative frequency, first of all we need to know is the total number of cars we are dealing with here. So here's our frequency. So we add these guys up. We got 7, 5 is 12, 14, 15, 16. So we got a total of 16 cars that we are looking at. Now, to figure out the relative frequency, they do want us to round to the nearest thousands. Simply what we are looking at is it's percent. That's it. But we do write it as a decimal. All right, right as, writ. How about either? Right as decimal. So if this happened 3 times and they were out of the 16, what we're doing here is we are simply converting our fraction into a percent. I can change this thickness here a little bit. Let's drop it on down. There we go. So we got 3/16. So you can reach for your calculator and simply type in 3 divided by 16. We're just changing it into a decimal that is there. That is 0.1875. Round that to the thousands. Tens, hundreds, thousands. Look to the right. Yep, we're right. We're rounding. Excuse me. And there we go. All right, we got 188 thousandths. All right, so the idea is if we change this into a percent, this happens about 19% of the time. Again, to change to percents, we're going to multiply by 100 because that's what's going to shift that decimal 2 spots to the right. So we just keep it going here. So this means we got 4 out of the 16. So again, reach for your no need to reach your calculator. That's 1/4. Yeah, 25 hundredths. All right. So we're thinking money there, 1/4 there. So no rounding is necessary. Just throw in your 25 hundredths. All right. I got 5/16 now. All right, so this one I'm going to reach for the calculator, type it in 5 divided by 16, and it tells me 0.3125. Any rounding here? Yeah, there is. We are going to round that up, 313. All right, so here's what I want you to do. Pause that video. Go ahead, do it. All right, pause it right now. See if you can fill in the rest of the chart, and then you can go ahead and hit that play button there. No, let's not get upset that I'm asking you to do work. All right, pause it. All right, punch it in real quick and then start checking. All right, welcome back. 2/16, 1/8. Some of you might know that. If not, there's no shame in reach for that calculator. You're going to say I knew it anyway, right? Yeah, all right. No need to round here. It's already to the thousandths. We got 1/16, so 1 divided by 16. There is some rounding here because you get the 0.0625. So did you round it to 0.063? All right, 0 out of 16, yeah, 0, 0, and then 1 out of 16, didn't we do that already? We certainly did, so we'll simply grab it from there. All right, so again, it ends up becoming a percent. That's what we look at it as. Now, we do write it in as a decimal, but it lets us know that this is happening about 30% of the time, 25% of the time, 6% of the time. So again, it's simply another way of looking at it there. So when they ask what percent of cars get between 31 and up to, but not including 37, all right, there's 2 ways we could do it there. What we could do is the 31 up to, okay, so you can see here there's 4 in this group, there's 5 in this group, so technically it's 9 out of the 16. If you do 9 out of the 16, you change it to your decimal, you get 0.5625. So if we are rounding and then we are moving it there, technically didn't say it around, but anyway, I can see why you would make that assumption. You're looking at right around 56 3/10%. Well, if we look at what we've got here, guess what happens when you add together? Yeah, you're going to get 0.563, which then if you change it into your percent, hello, there you go, you've got it there. So again, 2 different ways of approaching the problem. Each are going to get you to your correct answer. So last thing here is they want us to draw a relative frequency histogram. So in order to do that, you're going to make it much like what you've been doing. So to get yourself going here, you want to make sure that you label. Yeah, you want to make sure that you label first. So, yeah, so we do need a title here. So let's go see what we can find. Here we go. Highway miles per gallon of compact cars. All right. So highway, and we can abbreviate this. MPG is that abbreviation for miles per gallon. Highway miles per gallon on compact cars. All right, so what do we got down at the bottom? Well, the information, all those numbers there, this was the mileage there. So yeah, we're going to get mileage down here. Up here, this is going to be its relative frequency. All right, and we're going to start labeling there. So certainly you can kind of keep on moving with me here. So 28 to 31, so 28 to 31, and then you can just kind of see they're always going up kind of like by groups of what? Groups of, yeah, 3. So this way I don't have to keep scrolling back and forth. 34, 37, 40, 43, 46, all right, 49. Do I need more? Yeah, I need to get to 52. So I'm going to go ahead and add in one more, 52, and sound effects always are optional. All right. So something like that. And then, yeah, we're going to come over the side here, take care of our labeling. This is where, I mean, like anything there, you want to make use of your graph. So the largest we go up to is 313 thousandths. So figuring out what to count by, if I count by tenths, 10, 20, 30, I mean, that's going to, so I'm going to actually go by, yeah, what am I counting by here? What do we got going on here? Hundredths? 500ths? 5/10ths? Which one? Yeah, it's 500ths there. 500ths, each time we're adding on 500ths. So there we go. All right, 0.25. 0.30, 0.35. That'll handle it. Do I have any more that are up there? Let's take a peek. All right, yeah. So that gets me up to 0.40. And then we just make our bars that go along with it. So first one, 0.188. All right, so 0.188. So we're in between, kind of 19-ish. So yeah, I would take something right around there. All right, you get that particular bar. And then yeah, we're just graphing away there. So here's what I want you to do. Go ahead, finish that particular graph. All right, for its relative frequency. All right. Once you do that, then you're going to be able to start doing your activity with your heights. The heights should all be on the backboard of everyone that is in the class. There are a few changes I would like you to make to this particular sheet. All right, and this is in your classwork. For example, the one thing that I want you to do is I want you to add in relative frequency. So this is frequency. You're going to draw on a line right there. So you will get your tally marks in, okay, based off what's on the backboard. You will fill in your frequency based off your tally marks, and then you will fill in your relative frequency. All right. We will go ahead and we will round, just like we saw before, to the thousandths. All right. So again, you will have decimals that are in here. The other thing that we wanted you to notice on here, I thought there was one more thing. Yes. When you do your graph, all right, you are going to be doing a, well, relative, all right, frequency graph here of your histogram there. So it's not going to be a normal histogram where you're just using your tally marks. It's like what we just did in the video. We do want you to graph the relative frequency here. So make sure that you do end up taking care of all of your labeling. All right. So again, if you need to replay that again to make your adjustments, hopefully you've put that in there. You pause the video to get to that and make sure it's in there. But again, if you go on back here, we do want you to complete your histogram at this time. All right. That's all we got for you there. All right, so I'm gonna take this this barking dog here that I've got, and we're gonna be out of here so that well, you guys can get back to your work. No, get back, go, get in the car, go.